Shalom to Maor Elbaz, General Consul of Israel in Miami.
Good evening, Yoni.
So tell us, please, about the activity in the scene of the disaster these days.
Well, we operate on a few levels. We of course operate from the consulate level, which my team coordinates all the activities with the families, with the local authorities, with the media, and of course we have our task force, our search and rescue team on the ground, who is operating day and night, day in, day out, shoulder to shoulder with the American forces, with the American task forces. And amazingly, our team, which is composed now of only 8 people, we had 15 until the beginning of this week, is almost, I would say, one of the leaders of this search effort, because of our innovative methodology, which the Americans found very useful, and actually are trying to implement it and adopt it on the ground. So we are very, very active on all levels vis-a-vis the families, the forces on the ground, the authorities.
Why is it so slow? Why is it taking so long?
Well, you cannot ignore that tomorrow we will mark 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, tomorrow night to this collapse. But one has to understand, this is a dramatic collapse. Even the search and rescue team experts from both Israel and Americans testify that this is one of the hardest events or scenes that they've ever been to. And they've been all over the world in disastrous areas all over the world. This collapse was very, very dramatic. You probably know that in the professional term, it is called a pancake collapse. The floors just crashed one another, and the outer walls just covered it in thousands tons of concrete and blocks, which it takes a lot of time to remove. And plus, it took some time to find the right methodology to approach the scene. But now, especially after they brought down the building that didn't collapse, but was risking the rest of the troops, so they brought it down 2 days ago. They imploded it down. Now they are moving faster. But unfortunately, they are now just finding more and more bodies. They are using canines now. So I guess we'll see advancement in the next few days.
You're there with the Israeli symbols, of course, the Israeli uniforms. How do people relate to this important delegation coming from Israel?
The acceptance of the Israeli troops, well, not troops, but team or support in general, is astonishing. How welcome and how glad people are to see us around and on the ground. Of course, the soldiers, the officers going with the uniforms is a source of pride, not only for the state of Israel, but also for Jews and for other people around who actually see the essence of the state of Israel. Israeli soldiers coming to help different state, another state, other people. It's the essence of Tikkun Olam that we are trying to bring, and of course, it is only natural that we do it with our best and best ally, the United States of America. But also, we are surrounded with love and affection and care, and people, both of course the families and the American forces, know that we are dealing, or they are dealing, with professionals who will take no rest and will work again day in and day out until they complete their mission. And that's why we extended it time and time again, almost a week now.
And you're also accompanying the Jewish community. How do you think they'll come out of this disaster?
Well, we've spoken last week, Yoni, if I'm not mistaken, it was at the shul. It is a dramatic disaster, very, very, very sad. I've already gone to a Shiva, and I've attended this Saturday 2 prayers, and also last Saturday. And the prayers, the Shabbats are very, very sad, very, very touching, very, very emotional. And it will take a long time for this communities, for this beautiful community to recover. But I have to say, the amount of support that they are giving each other and that they are getting from around is something that we can admire. And this is something really to look at and to really, this is astonishing and a source of pride for me as an Israeli and as a Jew to see the togetherness that they are that I witness.
Maor Elbaz, Consul General of Israel to Miami, thank you.
Good night, Jan. Good night.